Hello, my name is Beth Zak-Cohen. I'm from the Newark Public Library, and I'm doing a poster presentation on democracy's archives using Internet Archive as a public repository for digital archives. It's a case presentation of our transfer from Islandora to Internet Archive. So our archive is digital.npl.org, and we transferred almost 45,000 digital items. We did it in a limited time, just a couple of months with limited staff. So we thought that it was a great example that maybe other libraries could use, especially small institutions with limited resources. Here is how our archive looked when we first got a digital repository. We were on Content DM. We then went to Islandora and finally archive.org. So that is how the appearance changed. Our problems with Content DM and Islandora, they were expensive. They were over $10,000 a year. They were hard to use, particularly Islandora, because we went through a vendor. We did not have any access to the back end, and we could not upload through the back end. There were a lot of display problems and errors. Again, with Islandora, we had items not showing up. We had thumbnails not showing up. It was very difficult and frustrating for patrons and staff. And lastly, lack of support. Again, because we used Islandora through a vendor, we only had one support person, which was really difficult. And when the archive would go down, we had no one to contact. By contrast, Internet Archive, we had better search, less errors. We would get many more results when searching a word. It was free. That's probably the number one thing. There was support available. Our Internet Archive has, their own staff. And easy is relative, of course. There are some technical skills, but I felt it was maybe the easiest of the three platforms we used as far as uploading. So again, the pros, free, easy to use, good OCR, and support available. The two cons that we did consider was that it was hosted on the archive.org server, but we can remove items, and it would also be less customizable than Islandora or similar. But because we didn't have a lot of staff and IT staff, and we were going through this one support person, we really weren't able to customize our current system on Islandora anyway. So in the end, the cons didn't really apply to us. Other features on archive.org, metadata search and full text search. So you can search full text across many documents. You can limit the search by facets. You have many options for patrons to download the files, and you can search inside books. So it makes things really easy to have all those features. And you've probably seen these, the flippable page books, which are very good for researching and for patron use. What we used to complete this transfer was all free software. Excel, you probably already have if you have Windows, but you could use Google Sheets, which is free. And these other three programs, 7-Zip, Ubuntu, and Python, were all free. This URL here, tiny.cc.merrick23, I have a document that sort of lists the steps I took with more technical details. So all you have to do is create a collection by reaching out to archive.org. They have this little form that you fill out. You say what's in your collection, what the title is, and you give it an identifier, which will be part of the URL. And that's it. They will create the collection for you. So that's step one. Step two is creating your metadata. For almost any digital repository, you're going to have your metadata in a CSV or Excel form. So we already had those CSVs, and all we had to do was convert them a little bit using Excel formulas to speed that process up. And then we were able to upload our files. So for the actual formatting of the files, we used a BAT file, not the kind of BAT on the left, but a BAT file like the one on the right. So this file automatically zipped our multi-page items. So we would have our single pages separately and our multi-page items in folders. And by using this BAT file, they were automatically zipped with the correct naming structure to be uploaded to archive.org. And then lastly, you just upload. This does use Ubuntu, which is sort of like a command prompt program, but it's only 2 commands that you can just copy and paste. So it's pretty easy. I wouldn't be intimidated by the technical aspect. And so those are the 2 commands right there. Just have 2 lines and everything goes automatically. Everything uploads automatically. Now, if you are less tech inclined, you can also upload and edit through their web interface, which is just a form that you fill out sort of like this, of course, but that would be for one at a time. So if you're doing bulk, it's better to use the command line. So this is what we look like again to show you our results. We have better search results, less errors and downtime. It's quicker and easier for staff to upload and make changes, and patrons are happy. So all in all, it's been a successful process. My name is Beth Zak-Cohen at New York Public Library again, and there's my email and our archive if you would like to look at it. And again, here's the link with the tech details if you would like to look at those. Please do reach out to me with any questions. Thank you so much.